Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 3, and I'm back with a brand new episode of What If Naruto Had Isshiki Ōtsutsuki Eyes? Part 8. Remember to get this one too 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Toji Fujikuru with the 8 Inner Gates. All the links for the other channels will be down in the description. And remember, if you want to see your What If on one of my channels, simply go ahead and comment your ideas on the latest posts, and I'll be posting it for future use guys. So without further ado or wasting more time, let us begin this brand new episode. So the last part that we left off, Hayashi finally intervened, telling the elders that they will not make a move, because if they decided to move now, all that will happen is bloodshed and chaos. So no war will happen, no internal conflict. There will be no chaos as he saw it. When he stepped out, he saw Naruto there. He might not have liked how Naruto got to this path and what he done to end up here, but he will indeed bring stability and make sure that nothing stepped out of line. For the remainder of time, Hayashi really worked with Naruto, as finally the branch members were no longer seen as lesser beings. Cooperation, unity, eventually love will have to combine to create something better, something stronger. We then get to see Sasuke waking up, as he wanted to talk to Naruto. Sakura, she tagged along. Sasuke was mad. He was angry, despite Naruto trying his best, telling Sasuke to stand down when he was facing Itachi. Sasuke felt humiliated. Sakura tried to intervene, but Sasuke raised a hand to her. That is where Naruto got serious. His words, "lower your hand," stunning Sasuke in his tracks. Sasuke left, but the two were determined to save him. He was a part of their group, a part of their little family. However, that night as Sakura went to pay him a visit, he was leaving. She begged, she tried to talk to him. Sasuke revealed that she was in love with Naruto and she pretended like she wasn't. As Ino words came back to her, feelings that she's been pretending like wasn't there. As she told herself over and over that they were just best friends. Really good friends, but as those words struck her deep, Sasuke saw them. He has nothing here, no future. So he decided to leave. When she was found, Naruto was pissed, but she was worried. She was concerned. She didn't want to lose him either. She struggled to say the words that she wanted to say, but she could not say them here, as Naruto told her that when he returned they will talk. As they ventured off, Naruto possessed the power and the skills to wipe out the Sound 4, to wipe out Kimimaro, but Naruto was holding back. When he finally caught up to Sasuke, we learn why. As Sasuke could say it perfectly clear, Naruto was in love with Sakura, but threatened, worried about him still being there, so the best thing for him to do was to let him go. However, Naruto stopped him still. Sasuke couldn't understand, as Naruto simply couldn't watch him go down this path. He didn't want to be selfish. He questioned Sasuke and what would he do afterwards? What life would he live? If he consumed himself with rage, what would be there afterwards? Who will be there? As Sasuke was actually turned into think about what Naruto was saying. They felt it. As Naruto was yanked through a strange rift, unable to stop it. The next time we see Naruto, he was bound by chains. Powerful chains that he could not break. As Naruto finally got introduced to Isshiki Ōtsutsuki in the body of Jigen, Ishiki wanted to know exactly what Naruto was. Meanwhile, Sasuke, despite having the knowledge of seeing what happened, struggled with the action on what to do next. Instead, he took the coward's way out as he fled the village, leaving the unknown answer. Where was Naruto Uzumaki? Well, Naruto Hyuga. So yeah guys, basically let's play left off. You guys can switch across the playset for yourself. So yeah, let us jump right into this brand new episode. Let's begin now guys. We begin this episode with Kakashi Hatake as he walked through the main gates of Konoha, his head low. His return was supposed to bring answers, clarity, even Naruto. Instead, he brought silence. The moment he learned of what happened, when he returned, he quickly made his way out there. Every single member was recovered, injured but alive. They shall all survive. But Kakashi was the one that ventured far out to find Naruto, to find Sasuke, to bring his team back together. However, he searched everywhere. Rivers, forests, all around. There was no scent, no trail. Naruto was just gone. Sasuke's trail led him out of the land of fire. He passed the border some time ago, but Naruto, he was just gone. There was no trail. There was no body. No proof. Nothing at all. When the news reached Tsunade, the cup in her hand shattered, all the contents spilling on the floor. The fifth Hokage, the woman that had stared down monsters and warlords, suddenly looked older, smaller. Naruto was the one that helped her. He was the one that inspired her and gave her hope. She put her trust in him, her faith in him. He would survive. However, this just brought her back to a darker time. However, the one that was struck in by this all, you're lying. Stop lying. Stop lying, she screamed. Refusing to hear it, her voice was raw. She shoved Kakashi away as he tried to comfort her. She knocked his hand away, cursing at him for lying to her. The tears falling hard. You did not look hard enough. Naruto wouldn't just vanish. He said he would come back and he never break his promises. Kakashi did not fight, he simply stood there. As Sakura refused to hear him out. She refused to hear anyone out. She wanted to go by herself. They tried to restrain her, but she fought, she bit. Everything that she did. Her parents who were there. They arrived, but she wouldn't listen to them. Not the Hokage, not anyone else. She tried to tell Naruto how she felt, but she wanted to wait until he returned. And now, they're trying to say that he wouldn't return. Tsunade had to give Kakashi the go-ahead because it would drive her mad. The girl would not listen, constantly trying. She searched the entire place. She dug up the ground, believing that Naruto was hiding somewhere. She screamed out his name at the valley, but no answer. She finally dropped to her knees and cried, tears running down her cheek. However, despite the tears, her words were different. She knew he was out there somewhere. She didn't know what he was doing or where he was, but she knew. She refused to give up. Others around her also refused to give up as well. Knowing that Naruto was alive, some believe. However, as Jiraiya returned back to the village, they tried. They used the toads, but nothing was working. They couldn't find Naruto anywhere. The best of the best trackers went there. His scent, his trail, his chakra simply vanished from that point. And Sasuke, the only person that might have the answer, was nowhere to be found. Months were spent searching. Jiraiya abandoning his wandering life. Scouting, gathering information, spreading across his spy network. Naruto was out there somewhere and they will find him. As time passed, Sakura refused to give up, refused to acknowledge that he was gone. She needed to grow stronger to be there with him. Tsunade, moved by Sakura's stubborn fire, began to train her personally, though at first it was to keep her mind occupied, seeing how much the girl was breaking down. But her eyes was carrying a sharpness, not just determination, but it was full of desperation. I don't care what anyone says. I'll find him, no matter how long it takes me, she said, refusing to give up no matter what anyone said, no matter how impossible it seems. The rookies watched her from afar. Ino spoke up as she feared that Sakura was slipping. She was becoming obsessed. Ino said with a trembling voice, concerned and worried about her. I've never seen her like this. Ino knew, but Sakura did not. But when she finally understood her feelings, he didn't come back. When she realized that he meant everything to her, he didn't come back. Hinata was quiet, pleading that he would come back. She never really knew Naruto that much, but as he was brought into their clan, he brought changes unlike any other. He saved her, he saved her younger sister. He was a light that was able to wipe away all the darkness in front of them. And because of him, they were still standing. 2 years went by, and by the second year, Konoha had stopped searching. Missions piled up. The Akatsuki started to move in shadows. Life went on for everyone except for Sakura. Her parents tried everything. Meals, words, even begging Tsunade to release her from duty. But Sakura only trained harder. Her fists colliding with wood, stone until her knuckles bled. At night, she sat by the window, waiting, as if Naruto would simply walk through the streets. Ino began to visit, sitting at her side. As she spoke, "You really loved him, didn't you?" she said. She was soft and gentle with her friend. As Sakura tears fell silently, she didn't answer. She didn't need to say anything. Meanwhile, the Hyuga clan stirred. With Naruto gone, the elders sought to tighten their grip, to re-establish the mark upon the branch family. However, in their mind they believed that Hayashi stand with Naruto because he was there, but that wasn't the case. He drove his fist down on the table, the thundering crack echoing through the room. "Enough!" he shouted at all of them. Naruto's dream was to see us united, branch and main house alike. I will not allow his sacrifice to be spat on by traditions. But it wasn't just him. Neji Hyuga was also there as well. Naruto freed me from hate. If you think I will bow again, you're wrong, he said. He stood up, but it wasn't just him alone either. Hinata. She was standing confidently, soon to be the future of the clan as she stand with her father and Neji. No holding back, no shyness. The clan was united. The clan will be united. The elders found themselves outnumbered, unable to make a move as they cursed in rage. But there wasn't much that they could do. Another year went by, making it 3. As time marched on, Konoha, generation of rookies, grew into true shinobis. Sakura had become one of Tsunade's most gifted students. Her strength unmatched, her medical ninjutsu knowledge unmatched as well. Yet, as others celebrated her, deep down, she found herself not happy. She didn't feel happy. She should have known. As she slept, a scarf wrapped around her. It was before the exams, when the place became cold and he bought her that scarf. She felt something back then, but she never said anything about it. As she held it now in her arms, feeling so much regret, and yet, she still believed that he was out there somewhere. While that was happening, Sasuke Uchiha was having a hard time. He stirred, sweat dripping from his brow. The dream was always the same. It's been 3 years. 3 years since that day. Naruto's voice cutting through all ways. What will you do after Itachi? After revenge, who will you have? And then, Naruto being pulled into that void, sucked away right in front of his eyes. Kabuto got information back from Konoha. Sasuke pretended like he did not care, but it bothered him every single time. He should have said something. He should have gone back. It didn't matter how much he told himself that he was going to kill Itachi, gain his revenge. A part of him felt like he did an unspeakable action, because the dreams would not leave him alone. He said he did not care over and over again in his heart, but here he was, those dreams still plaguing him, and he hated them. He hated every single one of them. So why? Why the hell wouldn't they leave him alone? He didn't know why. As he sat there, he wasn't able to sleep anymore. He's pushed himself in the past couple of years. Training, bled. He kept on going. It didn't matter what. He kept on going. Even Orochimaru was astonished by his growth. But Sasuke said that he had a purpose, a reason, a goal, a desire. Part of him was simply trying to block out everything that happened. But he still could not forget it. But it did not matter, he told himself countless times. His goal, his reason for going on was to kill Itachi. Not for any bonds, not for any connections. But Naruto's words would not leave him. After Itachi's demise, what will be left? Even if he returned back to the village, he knew how much Sakura cared. Naruto brought back the Hokage. He was the one that caused the rookies, the children in the academy, to go into devastating battles on his behalf. He was a rogue, a dangerous element. They will never accept him. These thoughts had been plaguing the Uchiha for the longest time now. But he did his best to blot them out, focusing on one task, focusing on one goal: the utter destruction, the complete evisceration of Itachi. However, they weren't the only ones. Gaara, proudly standing as Kazekage, was there on the day. Backup had arrived, but too late. It was Naruto that changed him. It was Naruto that said he didn't want to fight anymore. It was Naruto that told the Konoha ninjas to stand down, that Gaara was not their enemy. It was Naruto that freed him, allowing him to step out of the shadows, weakening the possession that Shikaku had over him. And he's done wonders. The village has finally learned to accept him as their leader. He's changed for the better, but his first friend was gone. Gaara. He gave the order. If cited, information must be brought back. But so far there has been nothing, and it's been over 3 years. Meanwhile, Jiraiya was still continuing his duties. Just like everything else that he failed, he pushed it down. Failing to be with the woman that he loved. Failing to save someone that he saw as a son. And now, his own godson. Finally, when him and Naruto start to break through the barriers. Jiraiya searched long and hard. He had all of his people shifting their attention, trying to find Naruto, but absolutely nothing. The world was aware more, as there was enemies in the shadows that knew a lot, because the world knew that the son of Minato Namikaze, Naruto Hyuga, was missing. And it's been 3 years. No one has seen or heard a single thing about him. He was presumed dead by many. Many was happy to hear this. Due to the power that Naruto possessed, Orochimaru was glad for one. And Naruto's power was something phenomenal during the Chunin exams, which made many wonder if he will live up to the danger as his father. So now that he was gone, many was quite glad about it. Outside forces, that is, knowing that Konoha would not rise in power anymore. However, while they believed that he was gone, he was alive, but not on their dimension. Flashback. Weeks, days. He had no idea how long he was here. Naruto world had become nothing but chain and silence. Bound in Ishiki pocket dimension, Naruto lost all concept of time. The air was heavy. The walls were endless. And the black gold chains that wrapped around his legs and arms and chest. They hum. They hum as if they were alive, drinking his chakra endlessly. It took Naruto some time to realize that his body was feeding itself. As he had no food, he had no water, and yet he did not starve, he did not thirst. Ishiki called it his Otsutsuki genes and his Otsutsuki DNA. Ishiki saw Naruto as a science project, and his salvation, this body that he was in, wouldn't allow him to access anywhere close to his full power. However, the possibility for Naruto was endless for him. Every test was agony. Ishiki would tear open dimensions, dragging out creatures, forcing them to attack Naruto. The chains never left him, so his strength was diminished greatly. He studied and watched as Naruto used his eyes, the pulse of his Byakugan. Sometimes he simply watched as Naruto struggle against the beasts. The Otsutsukis have a vast knowledge of many things, many different worlds, many different creatures. And he was not lacking in the slightest. He wanted to truly understand Naruto. He said it more than once. Your body carry my essence, yet you are no vessel, a mistake, or a design. Naruto never answered. His silence only feeding into Ishiki's curiosity. That was the first year. When the second year came around, Naruto seemed to become a shell, a hollow man of what he once was. Most days his eyes were just empty, as he remained suspended where he was. Ishiki believed that Naruto was broken. However, he wasn't. Naruto had learned patience. He watched, he listened, and most of all, Naruto started to learn, adapt, like how he always does. Ishiki would speak out aloud, not see Naruto as a threat. When Kaguya struck me down, fragments of my body scattered all over the place. To think, some insect retrieved them and wove them into the human line. Generations of delusion and mutations until you, a boy that possessed the ability to shrink living matter without even intent, Do you even understand what you are? Naruto said nothing, but on the inside, he practiced. And it wasn't just that. He had a partner as well. Naruto saw the Nine Tails as nothing but power in the beginning. It was only until he came face to face with the Akatsuki that he started to think about them and Gaara as not just mindless beasts. Before he even battled Sasuke, he spoke to the fox, but the fox wanted nothing to do with him. However, dire situations could get people closer and closer. Naruto's body might be trapped, but his mind was free. Ishiki saw the power inside of him, but that power did not interest him right now, and Naruto was using it. Tiny fragments, left behind after battles, living organism. Naruto started to shrink them one after another, slowly learning, slowly developing. By the third year, Jigen's body was deteriorating. Not quickly, but the more he used it, the less it was able to contain him, especially his power. He had to rest a lot. However, that is why he was doing what he was doing. Because Naruto was going to save him. Naruto was going to give him strength far beyond what he possessed now. And one day, Naruto spoke. All of a sudden, he just spoke. "You're dying," he said. Ishiki's eyes narrowed, but he answered, "This body is beneath me. It will not sustain me forever," he said. He placed his hand against Naruto's chest. "But you, yes, within you, I see more than just salvation. I see evolution." The chains tightened, burning into Naruto's skin. Chakra drained into Ishiki like a river into a sea. "You are the perfect vessel. You carry my DNA, reshape over time. And once I brand you with my karma, I will not merely be reborn. I will be greater, twice as powerful, evolved into something special, something beyond my now limitations." When the day came, he rested a hand on Naruto. The karma started to appear, burning into Naruto's palm. Ishiki was going to take over him. But first, he drained Naruto's chakra until there was barely a speck. And he smiled. "Now I shall..." "What's this?" Ishiki said. It felt like everything was being yanked out of him. The chain that was pulsating. Ishiki's eyes glow as he watched his chakra being drained from him. He jumped away and severed the connection as he looked at Naruto completely shocked. Suddenly, the chain started to slowly disappear, breaking away into nothingness. "What have you done?" Ishiki said. "Isn't it obvious?" "It took me some time," said Naruto. "I have to say, most of the time I felt like giving up. However, her words kept me going. My promise to her. What nonsense do you speak of? You fool. You gave me all the tools to my escape. In the first and second year of being here, there wasn't much I could do against you, but you kept on saying it over and over. I was the key. Your chakra is mine. Your DNA is mine. However, I am evolved. It took me a long time. Practice with a friend." Naruto said, thinking of the Nine Tails. Mental control to learn how to take my chakra back. Finally gaining a grasp over these chains. Naruto said, completely free. He took more than enough of his chakra back, away from Ishiki. You could see that by the distress on his face. Naruto stood tall. He had grown a lot over the years, his hair longer. His clothing, it hadn't changed. But due to the state that he was in, bath, showers weren't needed. Naruto held his hand up. Suddenly, its chakra materialized in the clothes around him, more fitting, more suited of him. Ishiki stood tall though. You think this matters? I will simply defeat you and take what I need. You were created because of me. Your chakra, your power, it's mine. And I shall take it back. Naruto's eyes started to glow as the horn started to protrude from his head. You could see the markings. Ishiki saw them. The Megatama markings running down Naruto's arms, his chest. I would like to see you try. Years of experiments, torture. Naruto cracked his knuckles. I can only imagine what I put my friends, people I love through, for not being there for them, and that's all because of you. You unknowingly trained me and made me stronger, and I'll use this strength to kill you. I'll erase any notion that you have of survival, any desire to go on. You shall die by my hands. Ishiki released a small chuckle. You puny little insect. You overestimate your power, your strength. But I am... Ishiki slammed into the wall, shocked as Naruto kicked him right in it. The wall cracking and shattering. He was stunned. Enough talking. You've done enough for the past couple of years. Let's just fight. I'm gonna make you suffer for what you did. Ishiki underestimated Naruto, but it took only 30 seconds for him to see a crack in his form. Ishiki had to shed Jigen's body. Naruto was stronger than him by a lot in this form. Mental control. Naruto's power seemed to be moving at a perfect accuracy. 3 long years of mental training. 3 long years of being forced to fight monsters with at least 5% of his chakra. So with majority of it returned, Naruto was not only stronger, faster. His reaction time was impossible. However, as Ishiki returned back to his godhood form, he became a different sort of monster. Even after forced to shed back to his original form, he still smirked, believing that he had the edge over Naruto now. 3 years. 3 years of your arrogance. It ends tonight. Ishiki still underestimate Naruto, but no longer in any of his movements. You've grown, I'll give you that. But you lack control. You are not a true Otsutsuki. You are simply a failed experiment of me, Ishiki said. There was no warning. They just moved towards each other. Naruto's fist collided with his face. Just like how Ishiki had control over the dimension, this is exactly what Naruto had been practicing. You could see the fluctuation between space. As the place trembled, Naruto did not hold back as he knocked him. The space behind him ripped. Ishiki crashed through obsidian rock as they switched dimensions, moving through them like walking through a door. Ishiki reappeared as he drove a heel down. Naruto blocked it though. Both of their blows seemed to be like metals clashing against metal. Their eyes glow as the both of them raised their hand at the same time. The red energy clashed together in a violent, terrible collision. The clash carved through the canyon around them. The both of them having control over one space caused the space to fall as it ripped and tore, soaring them across another dimension. Ishiki snarled as he warped space, dragging Naruto into a barren white dimension where gravity twists sideways and time ripple unnaturally. Desired and destined to consume him, he tried to overwhelm Naruto. He summoned black rods and rained them down on Naruto, but Naruto's eyes spun. You could see the ripple in the sky as the two opposing forces stopped. Both of them trying to take control. The rods were suspended, twisting and jerking in mid-air. However, Naruto summoned a fleet behind him. Ishiki turned as Naruto sent both, as he took his eyes off the prize for just a moment. However, Ishiki's body blurred, deflecting and weaving. Naruto leaped towards him, forming a Rasengan in his hand. Thanks to Jiraiya, the technique swirling, the energy coming off as black and red and blue twisting together. You could see the fluctual patterns. Ishiki let loose a collision that twisted with flames. The two forces crashing together, but he was shocked when Naruto bested him for the slightest moment. Another Rasengan formed as Naruto slammed it right in his chest. Ishiki ripped open a dimension, using it to get away, pulling himself back, but at the same time gripping Naruto's throat. Due to him going down, the Rasengan was no longer being torn into his stomach. He flipped Naruto and sent him crashing down in this new world. Molten fire and jagged stone cliffs all around. Ishiki grabbed Naruto and hurled him towards magma. However, he watched as Naruto stopped himself, floating in mid-air. "You're gonna have to do better than that," he said. Their clash continued as their battle continued. Through dimensions, this one, there was a beast, a premature 10 tails. As it saw the both of them, it was bound and captured. Ishiki saw the beast and flew towards it, destined to consume the chakra, to use it to trample upon Naruto and finally reign supreme. As he reached out towards it, but Naruto appeared out of nowhere and kicked him in the side. The violent blow had him gasping as he was sent down towards the waiting mouth of the 10 tails. It chomped, but Ishiki, he shrunk himself at the last moment, vanishing through its teeth. However, Naruto's eye flared. "You can't run from me," he said. As space warped, Naruto forced him back to his full size. As he diffused his technique with his own, due to the same time that Naruto twists him back to his normal size. The 10 tail moved as well. Ishiki was able to get away but not free, as you saw the blood spray through the sky. Torn his side by the beast, he flew, dropping down towards the ground. As Naruto descended downwards, Ishiki was pissed. "As I said, you're going to die today." Ishiki rose to his feet. It was pure violence. No beams, no trick. Because they could cancel each other out. They were connected. Just fists, knee, blood and bones. Naruto's fist split his lip open, spraying blood. Ishiki dropped his knee into Naruto's ribs, causing Naruto to spit blood. The both of them snapped each other's head to the side. Their fists started stained with blood as they clashed against each other. Raw, furious intensity, both trying to outdo the other. Each of their blows strong enough to shatter mountains, the space around them trembling as each tried to weigh their own dominance and control everything around them. Their blows devastating, blood splatter and soaked the ground. The 10 tails getting randy and wild, the power fluctuating from the both of them was something it wanted to devour. Ishiki crushed his forehead into Naruto, shattering his nose, throwing him through another dimension. Red energy spiraled from both of them, splitting the space, causing it to crack. Their dominance over the space around them too great. But neither of them stopped. Bloody, injured, bleeding. They did not stop. They kept on going. No hesitation. Ishiki, though, seemed to be getting the best of Naruto. Another brutal kick to the face, stepping in Naruto's chest. He crushed him through a mountainside as Naruto fell. He was dropping, unable to grip anything, his body feeling weak. "You are breaking," Ishiki said. "You don't have what it takes to finish me." The voice echoed through Naruto's mind. They came to an understanding. For survival, to see the world once again. And a promise was made, and thus Naruto knew his name. "Don't listen to him, brat. You've survived worse than this. You've suffered, you've endured. But you did it for her. Remember her." Naruto gripped his fists. "Remember her. Even now she's waiting on you. If you give up here, you will betray her. You will give up on her." His words triggered Naruto raw, explosive rage. Naruto shot back outwards. Him and Ishiki collided. Ishiki staggered as Naruto stood there. Ishiki cursed. "You pathetic worm. You are nothing before me," he flew at Naruto. He was losing it. He tried to punch Naruto, but Naruto's eyes swirled. That is when Ishiki screamed as his arm was ripped off. Naruto shrank his arm. He shrunk it. Right in the center, going straight up to the fingers. He shrunk that section of it, causing it to rip and burst from the original size. Ishiki was stunned. So was Naruto as well. Shrinking monsters and insects were one thing, but shrinking something like him was another. Ishiki felt fear for the first time. As Naruto stepped in his chest, bones broke. Naruto proceeded to beat him blue. Naruto grabbed him. The entire area shook. When they collided, an explosion unlike any other. Using his one remaining arm, Ishiki shot a red beam towards Naruto. Naruto slapped it away as he sent it sailing over to the side. Ishiki was stunned, firing several rods, dropping boxes. Naruto grabbed one of the boxes and tore it in half, crushing it like it was nothing. 3 years. 3 years of torture. 3 years away from her. Naruto kicked him through. He broke through walls, crashing through mountains. Naruto landed on his chest. Ishiki got up. Naruto reached and tore his Byakugan out. Ishiki reached, but Naruto grabbed his arm and stepped in his face. "I'll make you suffer just like you did to me." Naruto ripped his arm clean off with brute force. Naruto pummeled him. Naruto beat and beat and beat and beat and beat and beat until the area split, until a mountain fell. But even then, Ishiki, his one eye as he released a surge of chakra blowing Naruto away. He tried to flee, opening a dimension with his one remaining eye. However, the back of his head was grabbed. "Did I say you can leave?" Naruto pushed his head through the dimension, slamming it into a thick, heavy stone. Naruto beat it until his eyes were swollen. Naruto lifted him up. Naruto's eyes started to bleed. Ishiki started to scream as Naruto started to shrunk individual parts of his body. "As I said, I'll make you suffer." Piece by piece, Naruto turned him into a torso with a head. His Otsutsuki genes keeping him alive. Naruto gripped him by the throat and carried him, holding him up towards the edge of the cliff that they stood on. You almost took everything away from me. And now I'll do the same to you. All of your dreams, your goals, they mean nothing. Ishiki opened his mouth. I don't want to hear it. Die with your lost thoughts. Naruto threw him before. His hands, coarse, soaked with the red energy. The sky itself split as Naruto erased Ishiki from existence. The next moment, Naruto collapsed, dead tired, almost completely out of power. He blacked out right there and then. He woke up in his mindscape as power was being pushed under the seal. The seal was still shut, as Naruto had not taken any power from the fox, finding it to be just as bad as what he did before. But the fox was giving Naruto power throughout the battle. A lot of power. Ishiki was truly a monster, but Naruto's growth had yet to truly be revealed to its full potential, as he was able to twist a Otsutsuki, shrink a Otsutsuki. The power of the Nine Tails started to refill Naruto, not completely of course. Naruto reserves were much too large, as he lay there, soaking in the energy. You did it. You won. Naruto smiled. For the first time in years, he felt happy. Sakura, I'm coming home. At Konoha, Sakura opened her eyes, feeling a sensation as she wrapped herself in the scarf that Naruto bought her. She felt a strange sensation, but she couldn't tell what it was. However, while things might look peaceful now, their fight has alerted others. After all, Ishiki was afraid. He was hiding. But who would someone that powerful be hiding from? Well, something much worse. But guys, we end up right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. But I'm out for now. Peace.